What's going on, my Trainer Club? Today we're going to check out the top counters to help you beat Cobalion in Pokemon Go because we have the shiny coming out today. So, welcome to the Trainer Club. Here we go! Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, are you guys excited to get onto Shiny Cobalion for the first time ever in Pokemon Go? And how did you do on your fighting events? Were you able to get a Shiny Giratina? Did you get a Shiny Machop, Meditite, Makuhita, or anything else, including the Timber? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys did extremely well. So I just want to say, hope you guys are having fun out there, taking a little bit of time to yourself. Now is a great time to get healthy. So if you haven't seen my health video and why I have been inspired in my life to start transmitting healthy messages to a bunch of people, you may want to check out my video. So today we're gonna go over my top counters to help you beat Cobalion. We're gonna go over the 100% IVs, the movesets, and then we're also gonna go over how the weather conditions affect fighting Cobalion in Pokemon Go. So let's check it all out right now. Cobalion is going to be a fighting and steel type Pokemon. This Pokemon is going to have a couple weaknesses, which are going to be 3, which we'll check out in a moment, and a bunch of resistances. It's going to have a max CP of 3022, and it's going to be heavier on the defense and the stamina. Even though the attack is somewhat even keeled, the defense and stamina is definitely going to be where it shines, that it may be a potential Pokemon for you guys to check out in the Ultra and the Master League, which we will check out in the best of the best. The weaknesses are going to be ground, fire, and fighting. And it's going to have a bunch of resistances, but it's going to be double resistance to bug, poison, and rock. So this Pokemon is definitely one of the better Pokemon to be a little bit more resistant. Similar to Registeel, similar to Skarmory, where they're going to resist a lot of different Pokemon moves that are going to be coming at it. This is going to be a great option for you guys to check out potentially if the movesets are going to match up for what your team purpose is. The moves that it's going to get are Metal Claw and Zen Headbutt. Zen Headbutt is going to be strong against fighting Pokemon, so that's definitely something that we are going to want to take into account because Psychic is going to be strong against fighting. And then it's going to get Stone Edge, Close Combat, and Iron Head. And since it is going to be fighting and steel, the fighting and the steel type moves are going to be getting a same type attack boost from this Pokemon. And let's not forget that Sacred Sword is being introduced into the game. It's going to be a 3-bar charge fighting move with a base power 55 and a damage per second at 45.83. So this is definitely a move that we're going to check out more in the best of the best series. But fighting charge move number 2 is introduced for Cobalion. At level 20, it's going to have a 100% IV at 1727. That's going to be under conditions that do not boost it. But if it's going to get boosted in 2 conditions, which are going to be the snowy weather for the steel and the cloudy weather for the fighting, it's going to max out at 2159. So those are the 200% IVs you guys want to check out. And if you are going to be planning to use it as the Master League Pokemon, you're going to want to get as close to that 100% IV as possible. So now we're going to transition into the counter guide. What are going to be the best counters to go after Cobalion in Pokemon Go? Like I said, you want to watch out for that Zen Headbutt with some fighting Pokemon. And I just also wanted to point out, Pokebattler was using and pulling a lot of data from Pokemon that include Shadow Pokemon. While these Pokemon are definitely very strong, the one downside is they are expensive to power up and get it to where you need it to be extremely effective. So I would suggest that when utilizing these Shadow Pokemon, we have a ton of places that we need to spend Stardust. We have Great League, Ultra League, Master League. If you're playing in any of the Sylph Cups, you have more Pokemon over there. You have raid counter guides, right? Like there's a ton of stuff to put Stardust in. I'm not so positive at this point that Shadow Legendaries and other Pokemon are going to be the best utilization of your Stardust at the moment. So I'm going to leave some of these out. And we're only going to go over Pokemon that are not Shadow Pokemon. If you do want to check out the Shadow Pokemon, Pokebattler.com is going to be where you check those out. Starting off counter number 1, we have the Chandelure. Chandelure is going to be an awesome Pokemon. I personally have a lucky 98 that I am not going to be powering up as of right now, because I think at some point it potentially could have a community day because it is powerful. It could get a pretty cool move. So it's going to be Fire Spin and Overheat. The one thing I'm going to caution you guys is using fire Pokemon because the Cobalion gets Stone Edge. Stone Edge is going to be effective against fire Pokemon. So when utilizing these Pokemon, you definitely want to be cautious because a Stone Edge coming through is going to KO your Pokemon for certain. In counter number 2, we actually have Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr is going to be counter Dynamic Punch with a time to win of 774 seconds with 27 deaths, so it does die a little bit more. It's definitely the most powerful fighting type Pokemon we have right now, so it's definitely a Pokemon you want to consider that was not included in the Pokemon Go Hub analysis. Groudon is going to be Mud Shot Earthquake combination in counter number 2 that you're definitely going to want to utilize. In counter number 3, we are going to have the Garchomp. Garchomp is going to already have the shiny potential out. However, I am still holding hope in mine to be able to get a Community Day move on this Pokemon. So, if you do have a Garchomp, Mud Shot Earthquake is going to be the moveset you want, but if you are like me and you're holding out, and I have plenty of Groudons that are actually a better counter right now, that I am going to utilize this. In counter number 4, we actually are going to have Excadrill. Excadrill is going to be Mud Slap Earthquake combination. This is going to be a ground steel type Pokemon, so it's definitely going to be an effective option for you guys. And then we have the Heatran with the Fire Spin Flamethrower combination. Heatran is actually not going to have a weakness to the rock moves because of the steel combination. So although it's not going to be resisting it, it's not going to be taking additional damage from it, so it's going to be neutral, but it's still going to get hit pretty hard by that Stone Edge with the Fire Spin Flamethrower combination. Next, we have Entei. I absolutely love Entei. Actually, Entei in the shadow form is the #1 counter that is going to come about from Pokebattler. The moveset is going to be Fire Spin Overheat combination. In counter number 7, we have the Blaziken, which is a firefighting combination with the Counter and Blast Burn combination, so it's definitely hitting 2 weaknesses. Since Blaziken does have a fighting type, it is not going to be weak to the rock, it's going to be neutral damage. Next, we are going to check out the Moltres. I absolutely love the Moltres, however, the downside to the Moltres is it is fire and flying. It's going to be double weak to rock, so when Stone Edge, this is absolutely not the Pokemon to use when it comes out. The moveset is going to be Fire Spin and Overheat combination. And next, we are going to have Lucario with Counter and Aura Sphere. Really like this Pokemon. It's definitely a little bit more glassy, so definitely take that into account. And then we have the Flareon with the Fire Spin and the Overheat combination. Next, we're going to have Machamp with Counter and Dynamic Punch. However, Zen Headbutt is going to do additional damage to any of the fighting type Pokemon because it's a psychic move and it hits pretty hard. So definitely take that into account because it's going to be a quick move. So it's going to be coming at you very rapidly. So be careful using fighting type Pokemon when this comes out. You're definitely going to want to check out what is being populated in the parties being recommended by the game. And then we have the Rhyperior with the Mud Slap Earthquake combination. However, for Rhyperior, do not TM away Rock Wrecker moveset. And then we have Hariyama with Counter and Dynamic Punch. Hariyama is also a fighting type Pokemon, so it's going to be weak to Zen Headbutt as well. And then we have the Typhlosion with the Ember and the Blast Burn. However, Typhlosion being a fire type Pokemon, it's going to be weak to the Stone Edge. And then we have the Infernape with the Fire Spin Blast Burn combination, which is going to take neutral damage to the rock, but it's also going to be weak to the Zen Headbutt. And then we have the Magmortar with the Fire Spin Fire Blast combination. And then we have the Mewtwo with the Psycho Cut Focus Blast, and you could also use the Mewtwo with the Flamethrower. It's just not going to be quite as powerful. And then we have the Golurk with the Mud Slap Earth Power combination, and Salamence with the Fire Fang Fire Blast combination. However, do not TM away your Outrage if you have Salamence. And then we have the Arcanine with the Fire Fang Flamethrower combination. And if you want to get more into some budget counters, you may have some of these guys powered up. You could check out the Breloom, the Charizard, the Donphan, the Emboar. Be careful about the Emboar because it is definitely going to have a community move of Blast Burn at some point or another. You could check out the Swampert, the Heracross, the Gallade, the Toxicroak, the Hippowdon, and the Mamoswine. So now we're going to get into the weather conditions. How do weather conditions affect this Pokemon in Pokemon Go? Starting off with the sunny weather. Sunny weather is going to boost all of our fire type counters. So whenever we're getting sunny weather, this is definitely going to be the time to use your fire type counters. However, still take into account that the Stone Edge is going to be extra effective against most of them. Additionally, in the sunny weather, all of our ground type counters are going to be boosted. So Groudon is going to be an amazing time to use this Pokemon in the sunny weather. Next, we're going to check out the Partly Cloudy. Partly Cloudy is going to boost rock and normal type Pokemon. Since the Cobalion is going to have a Stone Edge, it is going to be boosted in the Partly Cloudy. So this is definitely not the time to use any fire type Pokemon when it has Stone Edge in the Partly Cloudy. Next, we're going to check out the Cloudy Weather. Cloudy Weather is going to boost all of the fighting type Pokemon. So all of our fighting type counters are going to be boosted. Additionally, all of the fighting type moves from the Cobalion are going to be boosted. And it's going to boost it to level 25. So it's going to be a stronger Pokemon. And we're going to be able to catch it weather boosted. And next, we're going to have Snowy Weather. If you guys have Snowy Weather, it actually is snowing right now. If you cannot see it, it is going to boost the Cobalion all the way to level 25, 2159, 100% IV level 25. And it's going to boost all the steel type moves. So under the snowy weather, it's going to make the steel moves more powerful. Finally, in the foggy weather and the windy weather, we're not going to have anything that's going to come out, except the windy weather is going to boost the Zen Headbutt, so be careful with your fighting type Pokemon in the wind. So that's going to do it, guys. Make sure to try to get this shiny. We actually have extended time from the 17th all the way until Monday the 23rd, so make sure to get out there, look for the 100% IVs, have your counter guide set up, and make sure you are ready to go. You might want to have 2 different parties set up. Number 1 is going to be the non-rock party, which is going to be all of your ground type Pokemon. So every party is going to lead, I would say, with some type of ground. Suggesting using Groudon if you do have one powered up, and then you can follow it by all other ground type Pokemon, which is going to be your safest. However, if you so desire and want to use some of these fire type Pokemon, you're going to have a Groudon up front followed by all of your fire type Pokemon, because the fire type Pokemon are going to be weak to the rock. So when the Stone Edge comes out, you can see it from the Groudon, get hit with it, and then you can go ahead and back out and go back to your ground party if you so desire to use some of these other Pokemon. So I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, all my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, and everybody who takes their subscription and support to the next level. I'm gonna see you out on the next video. Peace! I just want to take a moment and sincerely thank all of my Patreon members, everybody that has taken their subscription to the next level and chosen to support me on this platform. I greatly appreciate you guys. As a growing channel and really trying to grow and improve as much as I possibly can, I really appreciate the extra support. You guys mean the absolute world to me. I cannot wait to connect with you soon, and I appreciate you guys all for being a part of the Trainer Club. I will see you guys out on the next video.